nerds, welcome to Jerry Berry Acts. Today, we're going to react to Season 6, Episode 1 of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, entitled Bargaining, Part 1. I love when they do parts, because it's always a two-parter. Opening shot is depressing. We'll just save that. We're coming off the heels of Buffy sacrificing herself to keep her sister, who's not even a real person, alive. Dawn is still here. I like Dawn. I've read mixed things. A lot of people apparently didn't like her. I enjoyed her. Why not? You know? Buffy, I love always, has sacrificed herself and is now dead. My running theory, one of two things. This is a show. It's like a comic book. They can bring her back if they want it. They can just be like, huzzah! And then she's back. Or a new Slayer could be born, and we would follow that story. Maybe Faith gets out of prison, and now we follow Faith along this journey as she's the Slayer. But again, this show is called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Dawn could pick it up and run with it. Dawn could somehow get her powers. I don't know. You can't have another Slayer be born, could you? When Buffy died, I forgot that other girl's name. The one that gave her Mr. Pointy. She came in. And then when she died, Faith came in. So I feel like Buffy has like somewhat died after that again too, right? No, am I tripping? Regardless, yeah, I don't think the Slayer chain follows Buffy anymore. I think it follows, if something happened to Faith, that would be the next new Slayer. But like, yeah. I think it's, damn, okay. Sorry, my brain just, I'm rattling and rambling. We also just watched the first episode of Season 3 of Angel, and he really, like, he doesn't feel anything, and that's okay, I guess. I understand his thought process. I just thought that episode should have been a lot better. So, let's pick this up. Let's hop into it. Let's stop yapping. If you're new here, subscribe. Daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. All 5 seasons of Buffy, all 2 seasons of Angel are available over on Patreon. You can watch the full thing, uncut, unedited, with some additional rambling, some additional scenes and stuff. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes. Let's watch. Look at this. Buffy Ann Summers, 20 years old. Saved the world a lot. Dead. What'd she get for doing all that? Death. My big brother running. I'm about to say, boy, Spike about to be on your ass like white on rice. Like stank on ass. Like a horse on doo-doo. You let him get away? Oh. Using her.
Vampires circling back towards you. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. They're on my dot. The fuck?
Big, fast, and dumb. Just the way I like them.
Sounds like the units are engaged.
Sandra, Anya, stop.
Great googly moogly, Will. Would you quit doing that?
That's her. It's her comm system. Oh my god. 2 things: either a dream or Buffybot.
Tara down.
Pterodactyl.
Spike.
Hey, my man asking for help from Spike. He don't even really like him, for real, for real. Yoga, fire. A flame on. Way to go, John.
Did your life pass before your eyes? Cup of tea, almost got shagged, cup of tea.
Guys, help Sandra and Anya over by the Anderson.
That's fucked up. He did get shagged. Whatever happened to his girlfriend, bro? His little honey dip he had. His little thing. His little hot chocolate.
I got it.
Pump kick. You could have stabbed him in the heart when you punched him in the chest, you know? Super kick. That was sweet chin music. Dead.
That'll put marzipan in your pie plate, bingo.
That's a Buffybot. Yep.
We need the world and the underworld
To believe.
Buffy is alive and well.
And
Yeah.
I will therefore fix it. I got her head back on, didn't I?
I will allow that. I will allow it. I was upset at first, but I wasn't thinking about the underworld and things that go bump in the night. They need to believe that she's out and about.
I got her off those knock-knock jokes.
Oh, who's there?
You know, if we want to be exactly...
She'll never be exactly.
Oof.
I know.
The only really real Buffy is really Buffy.
And she's gone.
We want her to be exactly. She'll never be exactly, I know. The only really real Buffy is really Buffy, and she's gone who?
Poor thing. Look at this. I think as soon as the beat drops, they should have Spike doing that in the car. We now have Willow as like a main. Oh. Where the fuck is Giles in the intro? Don't you fucking dare. One, having Tara not present. I mean, she has her blowing smoke, but like having her not as a main person is still a big middle finger. Having Sarah there, unless they're gonna do Buffybot the whole time, which I don't believe. I don't know, man. I'm conflicted and confused. And upset. Special guest star. Well, I'm going to unmute.
There's a clog-eating monster on
They have him listed as a special guest star. I don't like that. Think about that, though. They had to take over the role of, like, guardianship. PB&J. I haven't made an actual PB&J in so long. I just eat Uncrustables.
Morning.
And I want to stay here.
With her
You
friends.
and Willow and Tara.
Right.
Understand?
I do. I want you to stay here as well. You're my sister.
I couldn't. I genuinely fucking couldn't. Like, could you imagine what's going through Don's head? Like, I don't think personally, if somebody made a robot of the person I miss the most, right? And I'm knowing that they've passed, and now I have this physical thing in front of me that looks, resembles them, talks like them, doesn't quite have their mannerisms and like their wittiness, but like is essentially them to the naked eye. But then every time I embrace them, I would know that it's not. Anytime I actually try to have a conversation with them, I would get to a point where I know that's not them. It's fucking twisted, right? I couldn't do that. I don't know if you could do that. If every day you look at that and that person doesn't actually exist, it's just a robot. And you see, there's people are doing it with AI. They're putting pictures of themselves and their mothers and their brothers and their fathers and their sisters and their loved ones from the 90s, early 2000s, 5 years ago, yesterday, and people that they've passed and putting it in these programs, and the AI system moves and it's them hugging or kissing or talking. And it's like, you're getting in dangerous territory, man. Dangerous psychological territory with that. You're going to fuck your brain up in ways you couldn't even imagine. It's crazy, dude. I couldn't do it personally. I don't know. Could you?
So, excellent.
What about the lunch hour?
I helped make lunch today.
Oh,
Yes, before school. Peanut butter and jelly. I don't eat, but Dawn takes one every day.
I don't.
Tell me about it. My kid's been brown bagging it, even though I paid for the lunch.
Okay, they're spinning it in a
It's
positive
true.
way. Not positive, but.
Something has to be done about the quality of the food.
Way to go, Buff. You did it. I got the magic box. I don't have a magic box.
No. I'm not leaving you to get hurt. Not again.
To be fair, buddy, what happened last time wasn't really your fault. It wasn't. But I like him sticking up like that. Uh-oh. A girl in an alley. What's going to happen next? Yeah.
Don't be scared. I'm going to kill him.
Slayer.
You can run away now.
He's wearing a Hanson Brothers shirt.
Not you.
Bam, 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 bam. Kip up. Roundhouse. Oh, God, a short circuit.
you're a machine.
He's going to spread the word.
Thank you. Stop.
This is fucking terrible. Why would you let her patrol by itself?
Vampires! Beware.
Now the whole underworld's gonna know. This is fucking... Those big ass juice jugs they used to give us at parties at school.
Time? With the timeliness?
Time for what? Captain Haircut?
I am. Mercury's in retrograde and we have... Do we have everything?
Resurrection spell, ain't it?
Just about.
You naughty
Why
little
the sudden
shit.
rush? I mean, did the bot blow her cover at school?
No, she did great. She impressed all the teachers.
And they still thought it was Buffy.
Tomorrow night, we'll meet back here.
Whoa! Let's apply the brakes and check the rear and side view mirrors here. This is deep stuff, Willow. We're talking about raising the dead.
Already tried this
It's
once
time
with
we
Mama.
stop talking. Tomorrow night, we're bringing Buffy back.
Hey, Willow been about this shit too, son. I mean, so was Tara, but... Whoa, gee. And we're back.
Tomorrow?
I just did this on the episode of Angel. I gotta do it here. Talking about how things used to be and how things used to feel. So there's monkeys on the TV, VHS. There was a beautiful, beautiful fucking time. And you could still do this. This isn't new stuff. There was a beautiful time where it'd be like, okay, Survivor is coming on at 9 o'clock. And you could go watch at 9 o'clock. Everybody and their mother, or it's probably 7 o'clock, was watching Survivor, was watching American Idol, and then everybody would talk about it the next day. Yes, shows still come on hourly, but it's not the same, especially with streaming. Yeah, sure, 3 a.m., something comes on. People can still talk about it. They can still discuss it. It's not the same as it being on cable, man. And then the commercial happens, and then even like watching, you know, movies that used to come on TV, like, oh, 51st Dates is going to be on TV. Like, you run and go get some popcorn. Now you can just, like, fast forward, skip parts you don't like, pause or rewind or rehear it. Not saying it's a bad thing by any means. It just doesn't have the same feeling. And if you didn't grow up with that feeling, you don't know what I'm talking about. Same thing as people don't know what a floppy disk is. I asked some kids in my class today, I was like, do you guys know what a floppy disk is? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, let me explain this. I know it's a weird word, but still. The fuckery.
It is wrong. It's against all the laws of nature and practically impossible to do, but it's what we agreed to.
True.
I can do this, I promise.
Said I'm done talking,
Not
Playboy.
without you.
Should we maybe tell Giles? You know, now that we're really ready. It's not like he's going anywhere. Ever.
No. No one else can know.
Can't leave this
Not
room.
Giles, not Spike, not Dom.
Because if it
They
goes,
might not understand.
because if it goes wrong,
What if something does go wrong?
see?
I'm telling you it won't.
Yeah, there's 2 seasons left.
We raise Buffy from the grave. She tries to eat our brains.
Somewhere else. She could be trapped in some sort of hell dimension like Angel was. Suffering eternal torment just because she saved us, and I'm not gonna let her. I'm not gonna leave her there.
Oh, Wills. You know, this is a good point with her being in like as a main person at the end of the thing. At this point, Allison is what she's been in American Pie, right? She's had like breakout movie roles, so like now she's a bigger star at this point.
It's Buffy.
It's the Buffsters. Oh, Buffaroony.
I am gonna make you good as new. I promise.
Ooh, cuddle session. I cuddle you, you cuddle me. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, I dip. Yeah, the last part wasn't even the right part. Meanwhile, Don's having a fucking breakdown, and I'm over here talking about hip dips. Poor thing. Stab her with a soldering iron. Like, put that bot out of its misery. Oh, Donald. I couldn't do it. I mean, she actually looks fake right there. Maybe it was a fake doll. She looked like actually fake. Everybody listen to what Fuckwad has to say. He reminds me of Lipless from Guardians of the Galaxy.
You telling me there's no Slayer in Sunnydale?
Let me throw him.
Will, thanks for playing.
Think it over.
Hey, bro. That was cold-blooded. Hey, what the fuck? Hey. Hey. You gonna fucking kill Bambi?
What?
I've gone.
No.
Not one for goodbyes. I thought it best to slip out quietly. Love to you all. Giles.
That's all you got to say?
You really think we'd let you get away with that?
Oh, my God. At the airport.
I was trying to avoid a scene, really.
Like we'd make a scene.
Bon voyage, Giles.
Souvenir, we thought.
Grr. Arg.
Get it from the end of the shows.
It's me.
I wonder if he'll stop in maybe Angel? No?
Just, yes.
I mean, y'all had to go through TSA. Well, no, they didn't. I think the date on this is like September 1st, 2001 or some shit.
What's he gonna do over there by himself?
Drink tea, I
I
guess.
mean, he never talks about people from England.
This is really weird that in this episode, okay, Willow wore a shirt with the number 11 on it. Xander wore a shirt with the number 13 on it. Dawn's wearing a shirt with the number 7 on it. I wore 11 when I played baseball. I wore 13 when I played basketball, not for my school. Like little YMCA church leagues and stuff. That was the only number they had was 13. And 7 is my favorite number that I've always wore in every sport when it's available. I know that has nothing to do with anything. I just find it weird that that's the numbers. If I see 15, bro, I might crash out.
He won't be lonely.
This is terrible, man. Like, I feel actual sadness in my body, but it's not like a, Joyce sadness. Oh, yeah, the bikers. I kind of wrote that off.
Let her cross over.
Ah! Crawling in my skin.
Xander, she
These
stopped.
wounds, they
Enough
will
stuff, no
not
matter what.
heal.
Break the cycle now, it's over.
Oh, it's crawling. Every time I heard that song, I thought about bugs under my skin.
Oh, God,
Shout out
what
Linkin
is
Park.
that
Rest in
noise?
peace, Chester. Oh, it's a snake.
Wanna play?
Kick him in his dunglong.
I would, but you've injured me. I have to return to Willow.
Kick. Even Buffybot out here whipping ass, brother. God, she loves some kicks. They out here watching Willow just go through some crazy shit, unable to do anything about it. Y'all don't see this black magic happening? They broke the pot.
This level.
She said, Hadouken. What the fuck?
It work.
Girl, we don't know.
Sorry.
I don't think so. Something worked. The camera's panning. Oh, no. Oh. The old school sound effect. I mean, that's just fucking terrifying, right? I mean, one that, at some point will all look like that, but just that itself. There is part of me that is like wishes that it picked up and there was a burial and there's a big sad moment. Same thing with Angel, where it's you know, there's sadness and there's anguish, but maybe there was already too much of that with Joyce. I wish there was a little bit of a burial and stuff, but I like that we pick up. I don't like the motorcycle. I know what's gonna happen. Like real Buffy's gonna show up. They're gonna think she's a robot and she's gonna fuck him up. Like that has to be the way that pans out. But I just don't like more sadness. I guess I don't like the motorcycle people showing up. But Willow's spell still does get a chance to go off here. This actually debuted on October 2nd, so this is filmed beforehand, but September 11th has already taken place. I was curious if something would be mentioned. I don't think it would in a supernatural show, but that is still a huge life thing that actually happened. The gang hopes to bring Buffy back from the dead. Meanwhile, motorcycling riding demons discover the Buffybot has been posing as the Slayer with an 8.1 rating. I like that. I like the togetherness that everybody has here. Giles leaving is like sad. Not as sad as Joyce, but it's just sad. Giles is the father figure to every single one of them, and it's hard to kind of like wrap your head around. He's Giles. I don't know how else to say what I'm trying to say. It's fucking depressing, but I do I like seeing everybody together. I like seeing Dawn and Willow and Tara living together. You know, I'm not going to include the Buffybot. I like Spike's problem with the Buffybot. Like he doesn't want to look at her. He doesn't want to see her. He doesn't want anything to do with that, especially what he's done to it and who he just lost. He doesn't want nothing to do with it. I can't blame him for that. The phone ringing, I wish they could have said, hey, it's supposed to be my dad. Willow could have said it could be Angel. I think I would have liked that. A small touch that if Angel does call to check in on everybody and Buffy does answer, like that doesn't help what he's going through. There's small things, even though the shows are now on competing networks, there's small things that could have been done that would have helped the two kind of interweave. Now they're on dueling networks. I don't really know why the fuck I was ever recommended to watch them in between. Maybe there is still some crossover or events because like I'm waiting for things to happen and it's just not. I don't think it's as intertwined as like the Vampire Diaries and like the originals was throughout its run, but whatever, dude. It's fine. For some of the trivia here, we see Willow wearing a shirt with a number on it. Xander wearing a shirt, football jersey. The crew got many letters asking what the numbers were supposed to. There's no connection. It was unintentional. I think it has to do about me. So, Spike protective stance over Dawn's a reflection from the gift, obviously. The show had run on the WB for the previous 5 seasons. This marks the debut of UPN, which will air the final 2 seasons. They flipped one of the shots from the credits. Who gives a shit? Buffy's move to the UPN has marked a major advertising campaign proclaiming Buffy's back. A series of commercials were produced during the original scenes of the main characters discussing their lives without Buffy. Ooh, that'd be cool to see, actually. One of the Hellions can be seen. One of the Hellions was to be called Pike, but was changed to avoid confusion with Pike from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie in 92. The Long Beach International Airport in California is changed to Sunnydale. Cool. The Sun Cinema is showing Dude, Where's My Car? The Gur-Ah thing happens at the end of the credits. It said Allison, who's an animal lover, was very upset about the deer killing scene. Jesus. Anthony Giles removed from the opening title and now special guest star with Allison Hannigan, now being and her as Willow. This aired after the events of 9/11, which caused a drastic change in airport procedures, including not being able to approach departure gates without a boarding ticket. The gang was able to see Giles off in England from the departure gate, indicating this was filmed before 9/11. That's exactly my whole thought process during that last bit right there. Originally, the scene where Willow kills the deer had a pan up her very bloody dress, but most of the pan was removed before the episode aired. Bargaining, one of the 5 stages of grief, is why this is listed here. The model has a series of emotions experienced by people who have lost a loved one: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Willow and the Scooby Gang seek to bypass grief to bring Buffy back. The music piece during the scene where Willow kills the deer was named Willow Stabs Bambi. Yep. Talk about the Acathla demons. Nothing else here. This is just talking about connecting episodes. When summoning the fawn, Willow says what she said as part of a spell, while it translates to Lord in Hebrew, the prayer of calling 3 names of the true God of a deer, I guess. Okay. Song from Static X can be heard. Nothing too interesting there. But yeah, this comes out in 2001. American Pie came out in 1999. I'm going to go see without, like, I don't want to see anything else from Buffy, obviously, but oh, she had some voiceovers from Rugrats. She voiced the Buffy game. She was in American Pie 2, obviously. Yeah, I mean, at this point, she was having some big roles. American Wedding. I don't know. She was in 2 episodes of That 70s Show. Did a voice of an episode of King of the Hill. Very nice. Good stuff. All right. So, I mean, with that, that's really the episode. There's nothing else extra here for it. It's just sad, I guess. It's just sad. I don't know. Trying to bring back a loved one is rough. It's, you know, like, why? I don't know. We're going to see at what capacity Buffy comes back, if she is herself, what her afterlife experience was, what if she saw her mother, like, if she didn't see her mother, like, what that is going to be like. More on Spike and his feelings, and we'll see everybody return. If Giles comes back, we don't know. He just left. Bargaining Part 2. I'll probably watch that either tonight or tomorrow. But I think I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. That'll be your Thursday episode, then we'll go back to Angel. As always, links and everything in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated. I'll catch you on the next one.